And fans, thanks for clicking today's Reddit Rose report. Does somebody see somebody coming to the Hall of Fame next year already? Could it be RVD? Alright, WWE teased on their Twitter account last night after Raw the CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar match is going to be at this year's SummerSlam pay-per-view. And PWI Insider, they report that word going around backstage also is the same. Feud was decided a few weeks back, I guess. No word yet on the plans for Money in the Bank, though. Speaking of Punk, he reportedly kept to himself backstage at the pay-per-view on Sunday, but photos going around, if you've seen any photos of him with Big Show and Charles Robinson, they said it was old pictures. And WWE approached Rob Van Dam 2.5 or 3 weeks ago about making a return. They did not, he didn't approach them. And RVD agreed to work 2 to 3 independent dates for one promotion, but after agreeing with WWE, he went back and told the promoters that he could only work really one date. Speaking of Punk, I think we were. He reportedly kept to himself, like I said. So if you, I don't know what the big deal is. Unless they were putting it out on the internet that he was going to be at the Payback show. Trying to screw people up. Yeah, I tell you what, it was a surprise to see Lesnar last night. Kept that a big secret. As noted before, RVD, he's going to be working part-time and will not be going on the road, though. His new short-term deal has him working for TV shows, selected live events, and upcoming pay-per-views. WWE Creative reportedly has a storyline and a feud in place for him that's going to be beginning at Money in the Bank. And he's got a lot of good opponents. Could be Ziggler, could be Miz, anybody like that. Hopefully he's still in good shape. And the WWE Diva AJ Lee, champion, tweeted to Stephanie after her segment on Raw last night. She says, "Hey Stephanie McMahon, you want to know something? You're pretty scary, but I'm scarier. We'll meet again, boss lady." Could there be a match in the works for Stephanie maybe at SummerSlam? Not SummerSlam, but WrestleMania next week or SummerSlam. Either one. WrestleMania would be too far off, but SummerSlam would be good to see her in the ring with AJ. Oh, she towers over her, doesn't she? And after Monday's Raw went off the air, John Cena defeated Ryback in a tables match to retain his title. And the table was lying across the turnbuckle, and eventually Cena reversed a hold and used the attitude adjustment to drive Ryback through it. And as seen on last Sunday's pay-per-view, WWE U.S. Champion Ambrose mocked The Undertaker and attempted to do the old school move. There's also been mentioned by the announcers on the pay-per-view last night on Raw about it. And this is all kind of done for a potential Kane and Undertaker taking on the Shield feud at SummerSlam. Building up a big show on that. And there's actually a belief within WWE that some people that Taker will decide to work the match. He ain't been okayed yet. Alright, despite several reports on the match against CM Punk in Chicago, word coming out of Payback over the weekend is that WWE had no plans on turning Chris Jericho heel. So don't think about it. He's going to be gone fairly soon anyway. Dolph Ziggler is 100% cleared to wrestle, and WWE reports on their website yesterday for their storyline purposes. And WWE feels that based on reaction that he gets from fans, Ziggler's better off being a face right now. And there's talk of having him win the briefcase at Money in the Bank, cashing in on Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam. So, more pushing SummerSlam. We're trying to get that up over $1 million. WWE Caitlin's diva, who had a wardrobe malfunction at last night's Raw, reacted to her segment with AJ Lee on Twitter. She says, "Broken but not shattered Raw." And so far, I've got that tape. I haven't done a frame by frame yet, but we're monsters. RVD wrote following the response of a fan tweeting about his name trending. Said lots of expectations to live up to. Good thing on the whole effing show. Another fan joked the real reason RVD returned to WE is so he can take his ring gear back from Ryback. RVD saying, on my list. I never looked at it that way. It kind of is. And after defeating Wade Barrett on last night's Raw, Christian spoke to Matt Striker via WWE app, if you hopefully have it, and talked about wanting a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match next month. Christian added that he came back for one reason only, the world title. Christian also tweeted his peeps, "Hello, my friends, we meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin?" He's going to go back to wanting that title shot again. Zack Ryder continued to express frustration during last night's Raw. He tweeted, so John Cena said he had a horrible 2012. Did he see mine? Or 2013? So I should probably learn how to counter Wade Barrett's finisher, he says. Alright, Cameron and Naomi worked as heels, believe it or not, at a match against Layla and Natalya during last night's WWE Superstar taping. No word yet. It's going to be permanent. And tonight's main event and SmackDown taping will take place from the Nutter Center, Wright State University, Dayton, Ohio. No matches have been announced for the main event, but Bryant taking on Ambrose has been announced for SmackDown. Dark main event advertised is The Shield taking on Jericho, Sheamus, and Orton. Big E Langston, who defeated the world champion Del Rio twice last month, tweeted about wanting a title shot after last night's Raw. He says 2 wins against the world heavyweight champion in recent memory and no mention of a title shot. I'm burning my bra in protest. Hell, I'm starting to like that big sucker. Hey, wrestling legend Larry the Axe Hennig turns 77 years old today, while Big Vito turns 49. Antonio Cesaro tweeted and touted about his new alliance with Zeb Colter. He says, better than any other immigrant and more American than you. I'm going to say this better than most of you can. We the people. I guess his little accent is what he's talking about. Hey, according to a new lineup, the drama between Triple H and Vince McMahon will carry now through Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Vince and H are being advertised throughout all the Raw shows up through January 15th. That's the night of Money in the Bank. So are they going to be pushing each other around? Are we going to have a father and son-in-law fight? And when's Shane going to get brought in to separate them? WWE Night of Champions tickets going to be going on sale Saturday, June 22nd, 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster for the Joe Louis Arena. Pay-per-view takes place September 15th from Detroit. And former WWE NXT diva Anya recently spoke on Diva Dirt about and commented about being released from WWE last month. She said, I wish I had known it was coming. I always asked my coaches what to work on and how well I was doing. Honestly, I had no idea that it might come, but it did. So WWE officials, they're pleased with the way Payback pay-per-view and last night's Raw came off. And announcer Tony Schimmel, remember him? A little chunky guy, he's lost 49 pounds over the past few months. And seen on Raw, WWE doctor stopped the Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton match and was later said that Bryan was being evaluated for a possible nerve damage. They mentioned on the show the Stinger, kind of the same thing. Anyway, WWE website posted a video where Triple H noted that he was the one who ordered the match to be stopped, and Triple H revealed that Bryan confronted him about the decision, but they are on good terms with each other, so everything's okay. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.